Ryan, we're in for a whale of a time.
I was waiting for the bad whale pun. I knew
You
it was
knew it. Yeah, you know me so well. Hey, everybody.
We're here with Sora, Donald, and Goofy. The three best friends! Friendship can conquer everything.
Trinity Force.
We're going into Chamber 1. Whoa. Oh, yeah. You know what this really reminds me of? We always make Legend of Zelda comparisons, but I forgot that this level really reminds me of the inside of
Jabu Jabu's belly? Yep.
Yeah.
Also, hey, everybody. Welcome back to Paj-anime 2.
Hello, everybody! Well, that's not, that actually wasn't okay, Goofy, was it? I don't know.
It was loud.
I meant tone.
I know.
Or are you too cool to play them now that you
Yeah.
have the Keyblade?
Oh,
let's play hopscotch.
Riku?
Oh, too
What are you
cool?
doing here?
Just playing with Pinocchio.
Riku's being the jealous, bitter friend.
You know what I mean.
How could he be jealous of
How about
Donald and
Kylie?
Goofy?
Did you find her?
Maybe. Catch us, and maybe I'll tell you what I know.
Fuck you.
Play tag.
Come on.
Play tag. You're it. Wait, he's stealing. Okay, that's not. Okay, do you not realize you're being villainous, Riku?
Come on.
You don't just steal this wooden boy.
You can't steal a person, Ryan.
He stole a wooden boy.
He's a
Also,
real
you can
boy.
totally steal Pinocchio. He's wooden right now.
Still, he's a real boy on the inside.
You don't want to go into, or maybe we won't let you. Whoa, look at these weird enemies. What the hell are these?
I don't know.
Welcome. We are we are the white blood cells. Pretty
They
much.
gave me a bright gem, which is pretty rad.
Well, you don't even know what it does, but you like it anyway.
I like it based off of name.
So I was going to ask you, now that we're a decent chunk of the way into the game here, it's one thing I haven't actually talked to you about now.
Yeah.
Much. What are your thoughts thus far on Kingdom Hearts?
Garbage. No, I'm just kidding. It's pretty good.
If you think it's garbage, it's fine.
No, I was lying. I like it a lot. Like I said, there's been things that have been paced like okay and not okay, but I'm glad that we are doing this. I'm glad.
So what do you think? Strengths, weaknesses?
Oh, combat is definitely the big
what would
strength.
have been your highest point? Your high combat, you think?
Oh yeah.
That's what I always liked.
And
most about
probably
it. I felt
close-
it was a good playing video game. Like it was fun to play.
Close second, I like the music a lot.
Yeah.
And realistically, all-star cast for voice actors.
Yeah, they don't use them all the time. Sometimes they go to cut to dialogue, and I hope that in Kingdom Hearts 3, for example, I can't remember how much is voiced and not voiced in 2, but personally for me, Kingdom Hearts 2 has some of my most favorite characters in the franchise, but that's just because I love as you've seen them in trailers, so you know what I'm talking
those
about.
like weird.
The hooded figures.
Yeah.
In black.
Yeah, there's like some like chick, and there's like definitely not Solid Snake.
There's lots of them, but I'm not going to tell you what they are because you don't know.
Please don't.
But there are some of them are my favorite characters. Hey, we got another one of those big dudes, except now themed to be, you know,
inside of a
inside of a thing. Yeah, he's got a little like tin hat or something. Got a big chest there. Woo. More Dalmatians?
Cottage.
Oh, and then the cottage, which we don't use.
Truth.
Chamber 3. I don't remember where to go here, so I believe this one might be a little more. Like Jabu Jabu's palace, this one has those interconnecting rooms, or Jabu inside of his belly.
Yeah.
That was also kind of a nebulous area that had you backtracking.
Yeah, so the first time, it took me about 6 months to beat that. Keeping in mind, I was a 6-year-old boy.
Oh, wow. I forgot you were young when
yeah.
Or younger than me when you played.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and say that the age difference...
When did that game come out?
97?
96?
Yep. 97. It was supposed to be a launch title, and it was delayed.
So I would have been 9.
Yeah, there's a pretty big difference between 6 and 9 in terms of ability to puzzle solve, and even just remember like what rooms connected. Which, as we've established as adults,
can you hear the dog?
I cannot, but go for it, buddy. I got this.
Nah, it's okay. I'll let her bark a little bit. It's not the end of the world. I tried to discipline her yesterday. It didn't work. So
today's Weight Watchers Day. Right?
Maybe I will just go. Hold on.
Yeah. I don't know if she'll show up on recording because Ryan records his own audio independently. So if that's super annoying for other people, I apologize. I can't hear it at all. Oh, right. Can't open that chest yet. Hello. Oh, that third shot did like significant deeps. Yeah, combat in this game and the music is fantastic. This one's like goofy as fuck, but in like the best way possible. Oh my god, my ear.
That's the Pepper Life.
Yeah. Weight Watchers Day, right?
Yeah, and mail too.
Wait, what the fuck?
Around that time. Oh, what happened?
I don't know.
The game crashed. That's your Sony. Yeah, that happens.
Yep.
That happened. That happens to games on the Sony at times. So
yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be back in a second, and we're back. Hey everybody, the game crashed. We fixed it, but yeah, we're back.
The actual application on the Sony crashed. Like, as people who play on PS4 are probably familiar, and even on Xbox, this stuff does happen from time to time. Even on PC, where it would then not respond or crash. Sometimes software doesn't always work.
Nope. So yeah,
the thing is, I'm not in those instances when it does the hard crash like that. I don't actually fault a game. I fault the hardware.
Yeah, probably.
And fault in quotes. You know what I mean? Like those are just that sometimes happens.
Yep.
I'm sure there's reasons for it, but
yeah, some binary numbers shit. So yeah, we got back to right before that or right after that cutscene. So
yeah,
we're gonna be doing.
We just skipped through Riku and stealing Pinocchio Riku is turned into ice apparently.
Oh man, yeah.
Have you heard the horrible thing that they're doing now, where the kids have to try themselves in court?
No, that sounds ridiculous. They
don't get lawyers. They have to stand there by themselves
because they're not American citizens.
Even as low as toddlers. Like what? I saw a video on it. They did a reenactment, obviously, but it was like, what are you doing?
Wait, no, I did see. I saw a bit where John Oliver did that, or was it John Oliver, or was it somebody else? Where it was like he had like a kid courtroom.
I didn't.
Oh yeah, he did the opposite, where he had an adult who was defending himself against like a judge and prosecutor that were kids.
Yeah, we would never let that happen. Almost like we shouldn't be letting kids.
Yeah, I mean that was kind of the point, right? It was like, this is fucking ridiculous.
Let's just say I think ice is garbage, and that we can leave it there.
Yep. There's a reason that I get my drinks without ice.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. For
yep.
Sure.
Holds up. No. The reason I get my drinks without ice is because otherwise it turns into pop-flavored water by the time you get to the end of it. But also, ice, the immigration...
sometimes I like that.
Nope.
I'm a big fan of... I don't mind fountain pop with ice because it's already water basically anyway. Fountain pop.
Yeah.
But if you're talking about like a hard soda, like a Pepsi or Coca-Cola, sometimes I'll put a few ice cubes in there because you want it watered down just a little bit.
I don't, but I'll respect your opinion.
I used to. I used to not, and then as I got older, soda became hard on my stomach. It turns out that your stomach doesn't. It turns out that soda's not good for you. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Put food into it and then you leave it for a day and it dissolves it all because it's horrible on your insides.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't worry, Kyle. There's gonna be a time when you drink a whole can of Pepsi without ice, and then 20 minutes later you have indigestion and bad problems because your body's like, you just put this tar in me. What the hell are you doing?
Like, it's delicious though, body. Chill. Your body's like, no.
That works, unfortunately. Don't worry, it happens to all of us. I remember a friend of the site, or Shane Smick, who joins us on some videos.
Part-time member.
Yes, for the longest time, he used to criticize me, and I made poor decisions, which led to me having bad heartburn, which has actually stopped in the later years because I've stopped making as many poor decisions. Also, drinking way more water is turns out a big deal. That actually matters.
Yeah.
He used to always make fun of me because I had Tums. He's like, and I was like, don't worry, one of these days your body's gonna let you down too. And he just laughed it off.
Yeah, I think
when
we talked about
last year, he had a bottle of Tums next to him, and he's like, Ryan, I'm so sorry. I totally understand. I'm like, it's gonna happen to all of us. Your body eventually stops working as perfectly. That's just natural.
Yeah, correct.
You will eventually not be able to drink soda the way you do. I'm sure you even know that.
Yeah, and eat the way I do without gaining weight. But
yep.
I have flaws.
Oh yeah. So what you're saying is you're getting the mileage out of the cheese pizza.
Yeah, exactly.
You still can.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you're gonna be like, oh, I'm cutting up this salad.
Yeah, but dude, why not take these first 30
salad.
years?
To be fair, I'm not saying salad's bad, but you know.
Yeah. Why not take these first 30 years as who I am?
That's the classic thing for most people is post-30. It usually happens post-30, right? It's like then your body starts to... I know that Ted Mosby does the whole joke with drinking, but it's not just drinking. Eating applies to that too. As you hit over 30 and 40, your body starts
eating 5 pizzas a week turns out to not go so well for you, but...
Yeah, now it's like I had fast food once in the week, and that's as much as my body can take, right?
Yeah,
if I had more than that, it's like, well, that's... see ya, I'll be in the bathroom for a while.
Yeah, that didn't work. I had a fun moment with that where I was kind of laughing when I've been doing a rewatch of How I Met Your Mother for the first time since that garbage finale. Yeah, Chris and I have been talking about that because we came across the Perfect Week episode while we right before we did an MLB session, and that is chock full of baseball references.
Oh yeah.
So we were talking about that a little bit, but there's also there's an episode where Marshall. Do you remember when Marshall gets mugged and maybe it was by a monkey, but maybe not? You never get the full story out of him.
Oh yeah.
But
that's where it was like at the park or whatever, right?
Yeah. But they were talking about.
It's been a while. I've only seen that a couple of times.
Yeah, me too. But it's relevant to our. It's relevant to our current conversation.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So basically, at first he's not telling anybody he got mugged, but they want him to put in money for the pizza, and he doesn't have any money on him. He's like, I don't think I should have to pay because I don't like pizza. And they're like, Marshall, you love pizza. Marshall, we used to drive halfway across the country just to get pizza. And then the delivery guy, who was like Badger from Breaking Bad, was like, Marshall, we have a picture of you on our coupons. and it's like they're a little bit too they go on with that bit.
Oh, and he's no longer eating pizza because not as much
just
because he's older, or
no. It's just because he got mugged. He didn't want to tell anybody why he didn't have any money, so he's just lying.
Money.
Yeah, but then I realized I was like, oh, that's me.
Yes.
One of the pizza delivery guys has gotten a little bit friendlier with casual conversation with me that I'm ready for, because if he's seen the recording setup and asked me about it before, and I was like, oh yeah, I like this stuff, so he started calling me PewDiePie for a while, which was flattering but weird. And then one of the last times
not flattering. I wouldn't.
That guy's successful, so I'm just saying that part.
Yeah, but that's not. Yeah.
Okay, let's.
Do you want to be anyone who's successful?
Anyone?
Hey, you're successful, so hey.
Anyone.
I guess what I'm saying is the justification that it's okay to be compared to someone because they're successful is not something that I'd rather. Yeah.
Yeah, but
there's lots of awful successful people.
Sure.
Compared to.
I don't know. Random Swedish dude could be worse.
Logan Paul's successful. That doesn't mean that
he's not successful in life, Ryan. He's just successful monetarily in career.
Yeah, that's what. Yes.
Also, fuck it, him and his brother, both scumbag human beings.
I guess we also just threw shade at PewDiePie there.
Yeah, he's not so bad. He said that end on that one time.
I know some who aren't as.
Oh, I don't watch any of his stuff. I just mean
he maybe he's gotten better, but he was definitely one of those. I don't really recognize what influence is, and
yeah.
You know,
because he was like
I'm pretty sure PewDiePie
kid.
has done things that have led to harassment, for example.
Yeah.
Incidentally,
I think he's supposed to have mellowed out over the years. This was one of those things where I can't say that I wouldn't have been equally problematic if I had gotten famous at 22 or at 17, right? I would have been the exact same way, if not worse. Whereas I think that if we were to get famous now, it would probably go a lot better. But that's because, we've had
as a person.
I've seen the impact of people making those mistakes and of people who've gone in the other direction, right? I've seen the PewDiePies to fuck up and be like, maybe I shouldn't do that. And I've seen the the giant bombs where it's professionals who knew what they were doing got into it. And things turned out.
Yeah, but I don't know if I'd really compare them at all with the PewDiePies of the world, because realistically speaking, I feel like PewDiePies of the world were reactions to the culture that those guys created. I really feel like the GBs of the world, and the Game Informers and whatever have you, the rest of them, even though the actual version of what games coverage has changed, those people are still technically games coverage journalists versus influencers or creators.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
They might still have
also
the same
dabble
influence
in that stuff now, but their first priority was always the other thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess what I'm saying is, it's not that weird that those people had integrity because they had to, or they wouldn't have had careers. You know what I mean?
Right. To begin with,
that's how that actually works.
But
initially,
those are still examples of people who could have. The same thing could have happened, right? What if Jeff had decided to change his Kane and Lynch review because he was getting market pressure, right?
Sure.
He's still even though
now they're crates, or
barrels.
Not pots, but barrels. Sorry, crates. What am I saying?
Just get your shit together, Ryan. Jesus.
But yeah, to your pizza thing, I've also had that happen at one point in my life. When I was when living with Shane at one point. Me, Shane, and an old friend of ours named Scott, we used to play Europa and old Dawn of Wars.
Yes.
The old Dawn of War RTSs, and we play StarCraft as well, and other games. But we used to order from the same pizza place all the time, and it wasn't always just pizza. They had ribs and pasta.
Yeah.
But it got to the point where the delivery driver just knew us. Whenever we would order, he would always bring us a free 2-liter.
Yeah, that's pretty rad. But yeah, it always makes you kind of think, you're like, I'm doing this too much. Oh, this thing's getting healed.
So I think we've been going in circles.
Yeah, I think so too. I've been lost.
Yeah. Yeah, so you keep falling from the ceiling because these things are all interconnected rooms.
I don't think I'm
So
falling.
there were moments where you did fall, yes. You didn't realize it. When you go through a door, it takes you to a ceiling door, and then you fall to an area
weird.
you've already been. That's why you've been looping, because there's a path that you haven't recognized. And I'm going to start paying attention here so I can see how... We've just been talking.
Yeah, I've been checking door numbers, but...
But just because it's the same door number doesn't mean that's not where you go. Like, this is one of those...
No, I know.
6. I don't think we've been there.
We have. It was a dead end before, but if this lets me into a different... Yeah, this is...
See how you just fell from the ceiling there?
Yeah.
All right, so let's get it.
Yeah,
get
this is where I'm supposed to be. No, this is where I'm supposed to be because I couldn't. Before I was down to the right. I was down here before.
Okay.
So.
Okay. This area, if I remember correctly, is a little confusing. Also, weird that we've been finding a lot of connections and similarities with the design, at least, of the Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
More and more, I forgot how much this. Because I was younger, I wouldn't have really noted how the similarities. You know what I mean? But
yeah, because that was just games at the time or whatever.
Yeah.
Smaller sample size to draw on.
Games at the time. My insight of at the time was I was 9 when Zelda came out, and then I would have been. So 2?
This game, yeah. So
12? I would have been 12.
You would have been. You were born in '88? No, you would have been 14. I was 11 when this game came out.
How do you math?
So I was born in 91.
If I was born in 88 and this came out in 2002, 10 years is 98. Add 4 to that.
Yeah.
Well, that's 14. I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
10 years is...
How do you math?
10 plus 4 is... I don't know. Yeah. So I was going to, when we were talking about the comparisons between this and Zelda, we were talking about the Ocarina of Time there for a second. Yeah, so you said you played that when you were 6.
I had that
first
at
time.
launch.
Okay, yeah. I have vivid memories of not only playing that when I was 9, but like I remember beating that and then not 100%ing it. And then I had a friend who lived at a trailer, because I lived in a trailer park, lived at a trailer behind me. I had 2 friends that lived there, and we were all super into it. And they ended up getting the strategy guide, so we were like, oh, let's go through the strategy guide together and
do all the
figure
things.
out where everything is, and yeah.
Yeah, I had like come very close to 100% of that in my first playthrough without using a guide. But yeah, I didn't quite do it.
Why do you
Hey, this is where we need to be. You figured it out.
Yeah, once I got into the other part of 6, I was good.
New companions, after all.
I don't care about him. I was just messing with him a little.
Oh, really? Of course you will.
Maleficent, stop being such a bitch.
Beware the darkness in your heart.
Okay, do you guys recognize the walls are moving?
Prey upon
I mean, that's his stomach, I guess.
Mind your own business.
This is also not
Later.
how a wall works.
Well, you're inside of a stomach. Remember?
Yeah.
Or in a whale.
No, but like this is not what the inside of a whale looks like.
Riku,
Come on, it's
what's the
Disney.
matter with you? What are you thinking?
It's
Jabu
inside of a
Jabu.
Disney
What are you
whale.
doing?
I was about to ask you the same thing, Sora.
Is Riku going to be the boss
You
here?
only seem interested in running around and showing off that Keyblade these days.
Showing
Do you
off?
want to save
What?
Kairi?
I do.
How? Where is she?
How do you know she needs saving? Maybe she's totally fine.
Also, we're trying to help Pinocchio at the same time.
Hell yeah.
Also, Sora kind of just got thrust into this thing, and the Keyblade just joined him. Like, yes, I agree with you to a degree, Riku. Like,
Bowels,
Sora's probably
gross.
100%, you know.
He's also 10. Maybe he's a little bit over his
Yeah,
head.
he's also 10, and this whole weird responsibility just got thrust upon him, right?
Yeah.
And he has no idea why.
Oh, hey, it's a Pokemon.
Hey, remember that boss in Jabba Jabba's
You up
belly?
for this?
No problem.
That's like
Let's
a giant, you know?
What's Riku
It's
holding?
got like the,
Is he his own
it's got
sword?
the, it's like a heart or whatever, and it's got the little things. This kind of looks like that too, doesn't it? Yeah.
A little bit.
I don't know. I'm gonna say that I think that this entire level was inspired by Jabba Jabba's belly,
Oh, yeah.
which makes sense, I guess, because you know Jabba Jabba was basically a whale. You were in a whale. Oh, you got 6 text points for that. Text?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got text points. Now you can send unlimited texting to anyone,
Yeah.
anyone in
Hey,
country.
man, 2002, that would have been pretty good.
Oh, by the way, I'm throwing it out here right now. In the next 10 years, nobody will use cell phones.
You don't think so? What do you think you're going to use instead?
It's not that we're going to use something instead. It's that we're going to start probably communicating online out of boycotting of the cell phone companies.
Okay. But
so we've entered the post. So when phones first came out, when cell phones, the new smartphones, when smartphones first came out, if you remember correctly,
that was rad.
You couldn't not get a good deal, right? Every cell phone you bought was fantastic, right? And if you would ever call a cell phone company, like let's say you were getting bad minutes or something, or a bad plan, you could just threaten to quit, to leave, right? And they were like, "Oh shit, we'll negotiate with you," right?
Oh no! Dropped into the butthole, the devil's anus.
Well, actually, that is the whale's anus. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, sorry, little side thing. Alex and I watched Ragnarok for her first time last night. It was pretty rad.
Oh, did she love it?
Yeah, of course she loved it. That movie's amazing. But yeah, keep going. Sorry, I didn't.
What's her favorite moment in that movie?
I don't know, but she agreed with you guys that there were some very Kyle-like moments.
Oh yes.
Like
also,
Banner's
my
useful
favorite
to
moment
fight.
in that movie is when Loki summons when Doctor Strange finally summons Loki, and Loki, I've been falling for 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Also, I'm just pointing out. Sorry, I'll continue what I was saying.
Cell phones.
We got a cutscene here.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
No, it's okay.
I didn't realize I was going to
we got a blue trinity there. Okay.
Pinocchio, please give
Well, he went through doors. You're not just going to yell at him and he's going to come back.
Sorry, old man. I have some unfinished business with this puppet.
He's no puppet.
He's a marionette.
My little boy.
He is unusual. Not many puppets have hearts. I'm not sure, but maybe he can help someone who's lost theirs.
Is it you? Have you lost
Wait a
yours?
minute. Are you talking
No.
about Kyrie?
Oh
I
no!
don't care about her.
I want to take her to the Frisco town, Riku.
Riku doesn't want to do that. He wants to save her.
Yeah, sorry.
To be fair, Riku has noble intentions with Kyrie.
Yeah, just like learn shared
He's
ability
just an
high
asshole
jump.
and doesn't understand what's happening. So anyway, oh yeah, this is the shared ability high jump.
Okay, that doesn't cost me anything.
Let's read it. Let's read it.
You can jump
Powers
high.
up your jump, allowing you to jump higher. Okay, let's take a look at it. I believe you can just jump.
Okay.
Woo!
Game
Oh, that's
changer.
rad. I totally forgot about that. Okay, so I'm pretty sure now we can jump out of the water to do that. Anyway,
Probably not
during the
because
early days of
button
smartphones,
Yeah, it was.
we were getting really good deals. And everyone was enamored with the idea that we were going to buy a new cell phone every generation. Remember, oh, there's a new iPhone, we got to buy it. There's new.
Yeah.
The industry has now changed. All the cell phone carriers have become awful. I don't know if you've recognized this.
Oh yeah, clearly.
You're gonna recognize this when you try to sign up when your current plan expires.
Can't
and
jump
you try
out
to
of the
sign
way.
up for a new one as an existing customer, and you're gonna get ripped off to all high hell. And then you're gonna be like, well, why can't I get a better deal? And you're gonna threaten to leave. And you know what they're gonna do? They're not gonna care.
Yeah.
They don't give a shit anymore because we now live in a you need a cell phone world. So they're taking advantage of that. All the great deals for new cell phones are all for if you're a new consumer, not if you're an
Yeah.
existing
So you
consumer.
just rotate.
And we've also entered the world where everyone's starting to realize I don't need to buy a new upgrade for my cell phone every new fucking cell phone iteration. This is all just a scam, right? We've kind of entered the dark times for cell phones. And let's be realistic. What is the biggest thing that changed other phone or other mediums, right? Movies, music. It was people realizing they could do shit for free, right? People realizing, well, I'll just if you're gonna overcharge me for albums, I'm just gonna fucking download music, right? Then then the industry went, oh shit, this whole thing's gonna blow up if we don't respect our consumers, right? So I think what's going to happen within the next decade or so is consumers will start to go, we're just going to slack each other. You know what we need our phones for? Wi-Fi. That's it. Why do we need cell phone coverage? I can talk to people without texting or phone. Like, I don't need a plan to talk to people, right? I literally just need a device that connects to the internet. Because where can you be in the modern world where you don't have Wi-Fi? Every business offers free Wi-Fi. Your house has Wi-Fi. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we're going to enter the world where consumers will start to realize they don't need to pay cell phone carriers anything if they don't want to. And then hopefully cell phone carriers realize by disrespecting customers, they're actually ruining the market, and maybe then it'll curve back.
So I'm gonna laugh because what's gonna end up happening is that this video is gonna be like whatever. People are gonna be like, Ryan's crazy, and then all of a sudden we're gonna get to like 2 million views in 10 years when that happens.
People said the same thing about piracy back then, and they said the same thing about streaming. like, oh,
you
it
wouldn't
hurts
steal
business.
a car. You wouldn't steal a DVD.
Yes.
Yes, I would, actually.
My boy Patrick Klepek had a really good article on streaming and how a lot of developers tried to claim that it hurts business sales. And Patrick said, in the article, he was
aren't
like,
the same
you could easily replace streaming with piracy. People think that they're losing sales, but sometimes you aren't. Like sometimes you're just not. You're getting people who aren't. Like
you're not gonna buy Persona 5. You'll watch me play it.
Yes. Well, my go-to is always, like, Persona's tougher because those are games that I could see myself playing. I always went to Metal Gear for that.
Yeah.
Because there is no way Kojima would get me to play a Metal Gear game unless he reinvented the gameplay entirely.
Well, he did
I
that
think
for
those
5.
games play bad. I don't want to play them.
Yeah.
I actively think they are unfun.
Objectively, 5
But
plays
I want
fantastically, but that's also the worst of from a Metal Gear. It's the worst
well, 5 is the only one that remotely looked to me like that it actually played okay.
Yeah, it does.
Every one of them, I was just like, this looks like it plays awfully.
Yeah, 5 plays fantastically as somebody who's played it, but it's the least Metal. It's the worst one in like the other things that I enjoy.
From the
Metal
anime
Gear.
perspective, yeah. And like eventually people start to realize like there is lots of developers now who realize, hey, streaming actually helps bring my game into the conversation.
Yeah.
Because then people who might not like to play my game are still repping it because they saw it and enjoyed it. So they're increasing word of mouth, right?
Yeah.
Maybe it holds the key to helping Kyrie.
Shit.
How about it, Sora?
Anyway.
Let's join forces to save her.
I am a little crazy on the cell phone thing, but it's starting to curve the other way is all I'm saying.
What? You'd rather fight me? Over a puppet that has no heart?
Yeah, because
it's about principle, Riku. Why are you taking him? What reason do you have to take him?
Conscience?
Yeah! Sora just totally went up big dick plays there, right?
Yep.
And it's telling me you're on the wrong side.
Then you leave me.
Yeah!
Pinocchio!
Sora gets it. Riku, just because Kairi is somehow in danger and we don't know what's going on does not justify putting other people in harm's way. That's not how this works.
I guess I'm
Sora knows that.
Wait, what the fuck? He's just totally fine now? And he is, because his nose didn't grow when he said it.
Jiminy Cricket.
Motherfucker.
Oh, we got another boss here. Oh, it's back.
Riku.
Later. Riku's got Maleficent power now. Also, Riku, you never really justified to us why this Pinocchio with a heart somehow you need him to save Kairi. You just said that's what you need. Oh, let's yeah, I was gonna say we haven't given our boy Genie any time in the sun here.
Oh shit!
I mean, Jesus. Here we go. Let's see this animation.
And we're using the right keyblade. Boo boo.
Yep. What's up?
Oh, we high five! Yes!
Oh, that's great.
Ryan!
What's up, Genie? So what can he do? Does he have a special? Oh,
it doesn't look like it.
So you can dismiss him, but you probably need mana.
Oh yeah.
That makes sense.
No, Genie has his own mana bar. That's how that works. You use theirs, and once they use it all up, they're gone.
Oh man. Oh, your allies are not with you. It's just you and Genie.
Well, their health bars usually disappear when Simba's out too. I just get rid of them. So
okay.
Watch.
So what does Genie actually do? I don't know.
Neither do I. Also,
maybe he just tanks for you? Oh man, this thing's got a bunch of health bars, like 3, I think.
Yeah.
This is probably the boss, right?
Maybe?
Yeah, I don't know if the whale has a heartless thing. Like, I don't think this is the keyhole level. Maybe it is, but I don't know for sure on that. And this boss is a little tougher. Remember, you have guard and roll.
I do.
So I believe you have to hold square to guard without moving.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, okay, yeah, you're right about it being a time thing.
Yeah, it's a time thing. Get that arrow going.
There we go. Donald finally hooked me up.
Donald's got you.
The D-Duck.
Yeah, the D-Duck.
Ron McDon.
Old Ron, yeah, Ron McDon.
Ron McDon, the hero of Spira.
Shit, you gotta summon again. If you want to get Simba in here.
Powering up! Using the Keyblade to summon things is rad as fuck. Also, can we just?
Yeah, like that's the thing. As much as like the Keyblade is silly and it shoots energy, like in my opinion, the weapon is the most anime of all anime weapons because it's the catalyst for everything and it summons Disney characters and he shoots energy out. It's ridiculous. Anyway. Okay, yeah. So charge up and then Lion's Pride is what you use, but it's like that. I think that it instantly summons him or desummons him, doesn't it?
It used up most of his mana bar.
It used up most of his mana. I think it actually did a shit ton of damage there, though.
I think so.
Later, Simba. I can't wait to play Kingdom Hearts 3. There's a thing in Kingdom Hearts 3 that I'm so excited for. Or 2, sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you have seen nothing out of 3 except for trailers. We know the same amount about 3.
I work for Square now.
My dad works at Nintendo. You ever know that kid in high school, in middle school,
oh, God,
elementary school?
That was the worst.
Yeah. There we go. Oh, the jukes! I'm so glad I got my own Cure Magic. This game was so much harder before that.
Yeah. You haven't died yet, though.
Nope. Woo, I learned Leaf Bracer.
Yeah, we got that epic jump as well. All right.
Yeah.
That might be Moby. I think that might be it for Moby Dick. Sorry, Monstro.
Monstro, Ryan, come on.
Yeah, clearly different.
Hey,
No
it's a
similarities
heart.
whatsoever.
Definitely not Pinocchio's heart.
Riku!
Yeah.
Riku, where are you?
Sora, were you not listening? Is it because you couldn't
He
understand
left.
Donald because his voice is ridiculous? Obtain the power of time.
I don't know
Learn
what that
stop.
does. Oh, stop. What does that do?
I probably stopped
And
enemies.
it's been again. It's been a while since I've played this, so
Probably
other
a
than
freeze.
early stuff, it's harder for me to remember. I thought we were gonna go to Hook. He's totally on Hook's ship, right?
Precisely.
Yeah, it looks like it.
And her heart was...
Okay.
Taken by the heartless.
That's actual Kyrie.
Tell me, what can I do?
Yes.
There are 7 maidens of the purest heart. We call them the princesses of heart. Gather them together.
You've
and
met
a
some of them,
door
perhaps,
will
Kyle.
open
Yeah.
to the heart
Alice,
The
of
Disney
Jasmine.
princesses. Yeah.
Within lies untold wisdom.
Okay, so
Jane,
this...
was Jane one of them? Did she get captured?
There you will surely find
Who?
a way
I can't
to
remember.
recover
Jane.
Kyrie's
No, she did not get captured.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think she was a
I'll
princess.
grant you a marvelous gift. The power to control the heartless.
Okay, cool.
So Riku, listen. Normally, at this point, a
This
good
is when you're
detective
out.
goes, she just claimed to you that the Heartless took Kyrie's heart, which makes the Heartless your enemy, and then she gave you the power to control the Heartless. When you connect those two dots, perhaps,
Everything's
maybe,
fine, Ryan. What do you mean? Everything's totally
Riku's
fine.
totally Sean Bean in it right now in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Blonde of hair, huh?
You mean dark of hair, dark of hair, golden hair.
Yes, but I'm just pointing out that was obvious before. They make a big deal in that. Remember that
Yeah.
episode? They make a big deal
Yeah.
about him figuring it out. You're just like, this was the most obvious thing of all time. Like, even if they had not showed us the incestuous relationship at the beginning of that season, you could have pieced that together instantly.
Yep.
All right, so we left Moby Dick alone. So now we can go past to another 5-star area if we want to.
Yeah, okay. That's what we just got intercepted by Moby Dick that whole time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think we ended up locking a keyhole there. That
No, we
was just
definitely didn't.
Riku side plot, also them giving us game plot so we actually know what's going on.
Yeah, that
I'm
was
sure
so,
you've
like-
to a degree. Well, you haven't pieced together everything, but you've pieced together the plot, the reason, what's happening to a degree.
Yeah.
Sorry, not what's happening in the larger sense. What's happening in the smaller sense.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, wormhole.
We're closing keys. Yeah, don't go through them.
Don't tell me
We're
what to
closing
do.
keyholes, and they're looking for the princesses. And now Riku can control the Heartless. Now Riku has gone full villain.
Yes. He's gonna start wearing that
Riku's
dress
pseudo
pretty
heel
soon.
turn is gone. I don't think so.
I'm just assuming. Maybe that's just at the end. It's like a big thing.
Pretty sure that's a number 2 thing.
I remember Flash cartoons from like back in the day before 2, where people were making jokes about how it was a dress. So I'm going to assume it's in 1, just based off of that.
That could have been in these other things, like recoded in the past.
No, again, I'm talking about like 02, 03 Flash cartoons. Like
again, though, that could have been
before any of that stuff existed. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I don't remember if he does that in this game. Is what I'm saying.
I'm going to bet that he does.
My recollection, I don't think he does.
I'm going to bet that he does.
But maybe that's what happened there. Maybe his controlling the Heartless means that he gets the...
It also might just be at the end of the game, or something like that, too.
Since we're doing Thrones, maybe he turns into full dark Queen Lannister or Cersei thing.
Could be.
Because, it's, I mean, basically that's what he's wearing, that dress. Oh, you haven't seen the later seasons, never mind. Or have you?
No.
You haven't, right, of Thrones? No.
No. First 5 or 6.
Okay.
I should probably get around to watching all that, because it's ending... Next year?
Next year, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've told you this. I think I might have told you it off air, but rumors were... Not rumors. The cast confirmed that they spent 50 nights shooting one big battle scene that was one of the hardest scenes that anyone involved.
You did not tell me. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, they said, come on, we all knew there'd be this big end battle, you know what I mean?
Sorry, I just want to make sure I heard that correctly.
Hardest scenes to get right.
Did you say 50 or 15? 15 or 50?
50 is what I heard.
50?
It took them 50 days to shoot one battle scene. Because it was just that hard to get right. Which, again, that doesn't shock me. Game of Thrones has always been known. Like, they add CG to it, similar to Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
but Lord of the Rings did way... Lord of the Rings, there was no orcs. None. Like, they didn't have any orc stand-ins. It was just, you know, CG orcs, and then they'd have human actors. In Thrones, they would... You remember the... Have you've seen Battle of the Bastards, right?
Yes.
With Ramsay?
Yeah.
That was Snow versus Ramsay. Okay, so there's like, you know how that was.
Wait, what? I'm back in the whale? I guess I have to go the other way to get past the whale.
No, you'll be able to bop out.
Oh, okay.
Bop out at a save point and then just go.
Yeah.
Anyway, that fight scene. They showed how they created that. So what they do is instead of just doing like, hey, a faction is fake or whatever, right? They do like 30 or 40 actors of the scene, and then they start piecing in CGI around that. So then what they'll do is like in that fight scene particularly, they used they used one camera shot, you know what I mean, where they follow Snow and he's going through the battle and it's really visceral. So like his path through the battle is all real actors, but everything in the foreground, like think of it like Destiny, right? Everything in the skybox is fake. And I like that because it ends up making it, to me, that's like the battle equivalent of using. You went to the save point. That's how you.
Yeah, I know. I know. But we're 40 minutes in, so after you finish this point, I'm going to do the episode.
That's the battle equivalent of practical effects, in my opinion, because you've essentially made the path through is all real, but what you see in the behind the path isn't. And yeah, I think that's neat.
Yeah, I would say that's pretty neat. And
anyway,
that'll do it for this one, Ryan.
Speaking of neat, that's it for this episode of Kingdom Hearts.
Paj-anime 2.
We beat Moby Dick. Sorry, Monstro. We saved Pinocchio's heart, which, good job. Also, I feel we got the biggest moment of, hey, Sora's a good character. I don't think Sora's an amazing character, but I do think that scene there where he justified to Riku that he doesn't have a conscience, like, that was a good scene for Sora, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
A little redemption to his character. He's showing why he might... Hey, maybe
deserve
he's showing
to be the
that,
King of the Hearts. Keyblade.
Or the wielder of the Keyblade. Maybe Mickey chose right, is what we're saying.
Yeah, maybe. Thanks for joining us, everybody, and we will see you guys
next time.
Next time.
Gorsh, you got a conscience, Sora.